Hello and welcome to yet another edition of the Narrative Off the Cuff with Elite News and Darryl Blair. Week after week has been one challenging time, but we have to move forward. My father told me one time when I was into this thing that was supposed to be so big, he said, "Fella, nobody follows a parked car." I say that to say this. These same old things that these people are talking about with regards to our voting, vote, but be educated. Be an educated voter. Voting for what? What are the issues? What are the issues that are pertinent to you? Stop letting them purport what they're gonna do, and you tell them what needs to be done with regards to you as a constituent. You need to be educated, and they need to be educated about your issues. Know that from the start. No more straight ticket voting, so they don't get a chance to ride with the other ones. They have to work for that acknowledgement, and then additionally, they have to work for you to pay attention to go to the bottom of the ticket. The Dallas County Democratic Party is complicit. The leadership over there is lacking, inept. They're doing nothing. They just take you for granted. This narrative has gone on, and I'm not going to keep feeding it all along, but you better do something, because this party ain't but one precinct away from losing. This county is blue. Blacks better become independent voters. Make people date you. Since they want to talk about the southern sector, become independent voters. Make people date you. Enough about that for the week. Did you hear that? Did you hear the one idiotic statement out of all the idiotic moves that were made during the debate this past week? Trump, the tramp Trumpster, couldn't do anything else. He took the opportunity to go and just distort and bring negative attention to us as a country, but more importantly to him himself, and that's fine. So don't get caught up in the emotions of it. Understand your responsibility in it. He's an idiot. He said, they asked him about denouncing white supremacy. He played dumb, and then his next statement was, stand back and stand off. What? Not stand down? He's playing again. He's a liar, and we know he's a liar. Expect him as a liar. If he'd have said that, he wouldn't have meant it. That was nothing more than a dog whistle to let them know we know who you are, we respect you, we just gonna ask you to hold it off for a little bit, and I'll call you back later. You better be aware. And then when you talk about the Dallas Cowboys, good they lost. Glad they lost. They need to lose more. And if you're a fan, too bad for you. Because you're not a fan for yourself. You're cheering about a piece of pigskin and a couple of players on the field, you better cheer for yourself and you as humans. Because he does not respect us as African Americans or minorities, because he is in lockstep with Trump. Those two are on one accord. They're in harmony. Those are the Harmony Brothers. They'll have a number one hit in racist white America pretty soon. If you're a fan, be a fan, but more importantly, be a fan of yourself. The Cowboys don't support you. They support themselves, and they support that Trump agenda. Be involved. What? Nothing yet? I'm going to give you the song. Open your mouth, Ricky. Open your mouth, Ricky. Open your mouth, Ricky. Ricky, won't you open your doggone mouth? You the big preacher? Big boots and the nice suits? When are you going to say something? You've had a narrative about everything in society. Now it's time for you to speak up about yourself. Defend yourself, brother. Nobody's rallying and being happy about the demise or your challenges right now. What we're saying is, for those who believe and trusted you, give them something to hold on to. Give them something to stand on, that you respect them enough to give them an explanation. I can never recall at any time that I've ever looked at a live feed or anything over at your church where you brought your pastor up to preach your sermon, to give your message. He didn't even get a billboard message about we opened the school to close a prison. Rick, open your mouth, Doc. Open your mouth, Pastor Rush to some, Ricky Rush to others. Slick Rick to the others. Open your mouth, man. Say something. Defend yourself. And if you're wrong, man, just admit it. Admit it, acknowledge it, let's go on. Jimmy Swagger did it. What makes you so different? This is level playing field. We talk about equality. Say something, Rick. Your members, they're in disarray, Doc. People are fighting for you without being fed. Sad, brother. Step up, step out, speak out. There you are. No cohesiveness. All the black elected officials, just elected officials, period, in Dallas, they are not cohesive. Not at all. When you look at what this disarray we're in, we're on islands. I tell you this all the time. Nobody's got a boat. Nobody's building bridges. They're simply operating for themselves. They don't pick the phone up to call from one office to another in City Hall, let alone from City Hall over to the county building, let alone from the county building down to the State House, let alone from the State House to the U.S. Congress. They better come together. That's why we have to be independent voters, so when they come out now, you got to show me something. Take me out on a date. Give me some ice cream. A banana split or something. Slick me in another way, but don't just show up on my door and don't send no damn mailers. It's an insult. And they bombard you with these emails, these alarmist emails. We almost got McConnell. I don't give a damn about what's going on in Kentucky. We ain't got nothing fixed in Oak Cliff, let alone Dallas. Be aware, be informed, be involved, and start speaking up. Go to city council meetings, go to county commissioners meetings, go to these meetings, know what's going on. Make them have a virtual town hall. Dallas County Democratic Party is having virtual meetings. It's tragic. You don't have no damn virtual voters. You don't virtually vote. They better get out and start knocking on doors and start bringing people together if they have to do it out in the park and just social distance with masks on. You're being misled by the Democratic Party with regards to Carol Donovan and that inept leadership over there. I'm saying that one more time. So just be reminded. Well, we get to it. It's that time. October 10th, high noon. It's the Women of Wisdom. Wow. We're going to finally have it. It's virtual. We want you to come and see it live stream. And we're so grateful for that. We're so grateful for this production and they're able to give it to you virtually, that everybody can be in attendance and in support of those that they recognize and that they recognize and love. And let's just give them their kudos while they're here. And then the next thing I want you to be reminded of is November the 21st at Lone Star Park, where you can go drive in, lay up in your car. You know who all y'all got them little Bentleys and Mercedes and SUVs. You know, you're going to clean them up, shine them up, and turn them up. You're going to get turned up for the jazz show. Get on out there. ALW is putting on a great jazz show. It's going to be November 21st. I'm going to be there. You'll see the Elite Newsmobile. You better believe. Then, finally, I want you to start being reminded and informed and then get involved. June 19th. This is racking up to be a major event, not just for Dallas. This is going to encompass region, not the region of Texas. I'm talking about Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma. They're coming. They're going to come right here to celebrate Juneteenth, starting at William Blair Jr. Park, marching all the way into Fair Park with a concert, vendors, festival, the whole 9 yards. Negro League the Negro League Baseball Museum is sending the exhibit called the Discover the Greatness exhibit. Man, it's going to be great. Car show, bike show. We just can't go wrong. All we're going to miss is you being there if you're not there. Know that. Finally, I want to get to my sponsors. I want to thank you, Teresa Hawthorne over at Fox & Hawthorne Law Firm. I want to take the opportunity to thank Sherman Roberts over at Citywide Development Corporation, who has taken the red line out of our community. Go shake his hand, pat him on the back, and tell him how swell of a job he's doing. Additionally, I want to talk about the support for Will Douglas at 113. And then I want to really get out to Duncanville ISD, where Richard Shaw, my man, is running. Man, y'all go support Richard if you live in Duncanville and you can vote in that election. Support Richard Shaw. He's got some great ideas and issues that he has presented. He continues to present with regards to that race that's coming up here in November. And then finally, I want to thank my sponsor, who I've always noted and doted on. I'm going to say this, and I'm a man. He's a man. But I want to take the opportunity. Come here, Brian Eberstein. Why don't you just walk right on the set and let me take the opportunity to tell people the relationship with Brian Eberstein and the Blair family. See, it's not just about business, it's really about relationship. Because in the dogma days of when my dad passed, my brother passed, my mother passed, he was one of the ones that stood up. He didn't have to do all the speaking at the funeral. He did a lot of actions behind the scene and post the scene. But so our relationship has been so much more than just me running his advertising and him being a sponsor. It's been more encouraging, more correctiveness and cohesiveness. He chides me. He doesn't agree with everything I do and will be the first to pick that phone up and call at 4 in the morning to tell me his thoughts and his take on it. And I'm certainly gratefully appreciative to him. Brian Eberstein, say hello.
I want to say hello, and what's important, and we got to participate. So many important events coming up very soon. The election for sure, and if we don't speak up, and if we're silent, that's the worst thing we can do. We cannot be silent. We have to speak up. Please vote however you want to vote, but please go and vote. And this fellow wants to intimidate us. We're not going to be intimidated. Those days are long gone. Please participate and get out and vote. Thanks very much. The Blair family, for many, many years.
Absolutely.
For many, many years. This young fella's mother and I worked together. This is when
Absolutely.
I was a teenager.
Yes.
In the catering business. I was back in the kitchen doing that. So I know the Blairs a long time. And I will say this, their heart always, starting with the daddy, always in the right place. Please participate. Let's get out and vote. Good to talk to all of y'all.
Brian, you know what? I thank you for showing up, and I thank you for having this moment with us. I thank you for your pouring into my life and my family's life. But you know what I want them to do, and I want you to do until the next time?
Tell me.
Get it on your mind. God bless and God keep you.